Welcome to Season 5 of the Long-Winded One podcast. Listen as we showcase original work from top Royal Road authors read by professional voice actors. Hear interviews from your favourite lit RPG and game lit authors. Lastly, listen as the Long-Winded One tries his hand at his first ever lit RPG novel, The Four Treasures.
Excerpt of Otherworldly, written by AlloraLee, read by Melissa White. Chapter 1. Dawn in a New World. Rise of Autumn, Week 1, Day 8. It was a normal day. Everything went as it should. I woke from a rather vivid dream, but I still felt refreshed. Unwrapping myself from the warmth of the man next to me, I gave him a kiss on his forehead as I slipped away to take a shower and get ready for the day. Today was, by and far, going to be boring. A few operational meetings to decide on our company's trajectory, a call with another dome to discuss a new contract with the Highlands, lunch with my least favorite coworker to discuss if she will be transferred to my division, no, she will not, and several reports needed to be pulled before end of day. I briefly caught myself in a mirror, all sharp angles and scowls, as I made a coffee, calling out to my fiancé, "I'm out. I'll see you tonight. Dinner with Mom, yeah?" A smile danced across my lips as I heard his garbled affirmative, and I took my time after locking the door to make my way downstairs. Once I was outside, I was unhurried as I walked through the dome, watching the light reflect from the towering buildings of glass and steel. The red haze of dawn cast the world in an ethereal glow. It was only a short walk to the office, and as I entered, I felt my face harden, my voice chilled. Even the steady clacking of my heels became more controlled. Every clack turned into a crack that drew attention. Coworkers who nodded heads and said good mornings, subordinates who stepped to the side as I passed, a director who rushed to me to prep for our meetings. It was a normal day. Nothing had changed. Yet, something had changed. As I settled into my office, I looked over the dome I called home. In the short time between entering the building and sitting down, dark clouds had rolled in. Only this storm was within the dome. I frowned. Such a thing was impossible. Then, lightning began raining down, and thunder boomed as torrential rain fell from above the city. My eyebrows rose in shock. The dome was protected. This couldn't be happening. It was a normal day. Until it wasn't. Until there was a sharp crack immediately outside the windows surrounding my office, and glass began raining down on me. Until the roof followed afterward, bringing along metal pipes and wooden beams. Until I stopped breathing. Until darkness consumed me. Until I opened my eyes in an unfamiliar room. And I remembered. I immediately shot up from where I was lying, swiveling my head around. I absorbed everything with a horrified look on my face. An oversized room, big enough to have a blue wooden chest, a large bed, and a mirror propped up against a wall with both a sitting and dining area. The walls were made of gray stone, decorated with stars and moons painted in pastel pinks and oranges. Gold edging embellished the empty spaces between the pictures. The high ceiling had several strands of lights crossing from one section to the other, giving off a pale light. My hands were still gripping the blanket that had been covering me before I had jumped out of the bed, the light blue cloth the only thing preventing my nails from digging into my hands. Something about the room was off, as if everything was slightly too tall. Slowly, I brought my eyes down. I was wearing a white nightdress that fell to my knees that weren't quite as far from the ground as I remembered. The ground that must have only been a few feet from my head. My hands, with fingers shorter than I remember and nails wiped clean, a stark difference from the long, artfully painted nails I usually had. It was then that I remembered the mirror across the room from me. Snapping my head up, I locked eyes with a little girl in the mirror. Blue eyes met blue eyes, and I brought my hands up to my face. It was different. My eyes are brown, I thought to myself. Covering my eyes, I blocked out the room, taking a deep breath. I'm dreaming. A smile began creeping across my face. Of course, this is a dream. I must be System integrating. 2%. What is this? Feeling pressure in my head, words appeared within a floating verdant green-colored box. Uncovering my face, I quickly looked around, the box remaining in the center of my field of vision no matter where I focused my eyes. System integrating. 18%. System? What? I paused, a sharp laugh escaping my mouth. Like a game? System integrating. 36%. A dream. Yeah, a dream could have such a thing. System integrating. 59%. Pinching my arm, I felt the lingering sting. I thought you weren't supposed to feel pain in a dream. System integrating. 70%. I thought letters weren't legible in dreams. Hysteria slowly leaked into my voice, and the wavering grin finally fell from my face as I looked around the room again. The room was clearly meant for a young girl. System integrating. 83%. A young girl? But I'm 28. Gripping my arms, I began shaking my head back and forth. No, this isn't possible. It's not. System integrating. 98%. I began gripping the sides of my hair in my hands, curly black hair coming again into my sight. No, I have blonde hair. Blonde! System integrated. Congratulations, you have awakened. System unlocked. Congratulations, you've experienced an otherworldly phenomenon. Experience accumulated. Otherworldly phenomenon? Forcing myself to release my grip, I lowered my hands to my sides, focusing everything on the box in front of me. Congratulations! You have experienced intense trauma threatening your mental stability and remained sane. You've learned the skill, mental fortitude. What? Before I even finished, more and more boxes started to appear below the one in my vision. As soon as I read one, the next one flipped up. Congratulations! You have memories of another world. You've learned the skill, Otherworldly. Congratulations! You have shown arithmetic skills any scholar would be proud of. You've learned the skill, Quick Calculations. Congratulations! You have discovered knowledge forbidden by the gods. You've learned the skill, Tight Lips. Congratulations! You have been noticed by the god of chaos, Grell. You've learned the skill, Steel Nerves. Congratulations! You have been noticed by the god of order, Brel. You've learned the skill, Sophism. Congratulations! Due to being directly influenced by several gods, you have unlocked the divinity stat. You currently have 32 divinity. Congratulations! Due to the god of chaos, Grell, you have received an additional 25 divinity. You currently have 57 divinity. Congratulations! Due to the god of chaos, Grell, you have received an additional 25 divinity. You currently have 57 divinity. Congratulations! Due to the god of order, Brel, you have received an additional 25 divinity. You currently have 82 divinity. More and more, confusion settled into my mind. Grell? Brel? Gods? Divinity? I paused, rereading the boxes again, the meaning lost in translation. That was when a knock brought me out of my thoughts, and the door across the room began opening. With as much speed as my small body could muster, I ran back into the bed and covered myself in the blanket. Forcing my eyes shut, I waited for whoever it was to leave. The person took a few steps into the room, making their way to the bedside. They were just standing there. I tried to keep my breathing slow, which was easier than when I'd been breaking down reading the boxes earlier. "What are you doing?" The person, whose voice was distinctly young and male, sounded not quite annoyed but less than thrilled. "Eunora?" The boy paused for another moment. I could feel him crouching close to me. I could hear his breath close to my face, just on the other side of the blanket. My heart started pounding in my chest. "Eunora!" With a start, my eyes popped open as the boy whacked me on the forehead. "You're such a faker! Hurry up! Lena has breakfast ready." I pulled down the blanket from my eyes and took in the face of the boy in front of me. He couldn't be older than 8 or 9, but the resemblance was striking. His bright blue eyes matched mine, and his hair was cropped short, the front just long enough for a single curl to form. He was quite a cute kid. Theo. The name popped into my head as the boy took a step back and twirled on his heel, heading out of the room. Who is Theo? System error. Memory damage suffered during integration. Memory damage? System error. Memories attached to soul not found. What? System error solved. Memories attached to soul located. System notice. Beginning stage 1 out of 8 of memory integration. All memories from age 7 to present importing. As I read the notice, I felt something in my mind unlock. It felt as if I was waking up in this room all over again. Images flooded my mind, of young boys and girls playing in a garden, a 6th child left sitting on a bench alone, of horse riding lessons with a vicious woman, of tripping over a rug that suddenly moved. Memories of a life I didn't remember. No, memories I did remember. As they ran through my head, the memories fell into place in my mind, yet they were incomplete. I could tell the memories were recent and tinged with bitterness. They were not everything, but I was lost as to how I could know that even with the cryptic messages being sent by the system, there is no other way to describe the sensation but to say that suddenly I became 2 people at once. This has been Otherworldly, written by AlloraLee, read by Melissa White, produced for Season 5 of the Long-Winded One podcast. The author and/or any present or future publishing company retains all of the rights for the associated work. This work was read, by permission, of the author. Hi, I'm Melissa White, and I'm a voice actor in audiobooks, commercials, video games, animation, and a lot of other things. And I just wanted to say I really loved reading this excerpt of Otherworldly by AlloraLee. It was so much fun. And I also just wanted to share my socials in case you want to find me and keep in touch. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at It's Melissa White. And you can find me on TikTok at Melissa X White. So thanks for listening, and thanks to the Long-Winded One for having me.
Thank you for joining us down this Lit RPG deep dive. Please consider giving us a review on Apple Podcasts and visit us over at longwinded.one, where you can see past episodes and find all of our socials, even our new Discord server. We hope you enjoy.